Berries are supposed to be one of the healthiest things you can eat, right? But what if I told you that for older adults, your favorite fruit might be quietly working against you? From messing with your medications, to triggering allergies you never had before, even causing bloating or blocking the nutrients you thought you were getting. These are real risks, especially as we age, and they often go unnoticed until it's too late. But don't worry, we're not here to scare you away from fruit. We're here to help you make smarter choices backed by science. Let's uncover the 4 hidden dangers of berries and how to enjoy them safely starting today. Welcome to Wise and Well. All of our content is created with care and based on real, scientific, and medical studies that we carefully review. You can find all the source links down in the video description. And just a quick reminder, every body is different. What works for one person might not work the same for another. If you're dealing with any health issues, please make sure to consult a doctor or healthcare professional. We're a small team putting a lot of heart and effort into every video. No AI voices, no AI-generated clips, just real people doing their best. Thanks for being here, and let's get started. Now, you might be thinking, it's just fruit. How dangerous can it really be? But that's exactly the problem. Let's start with a danger that's completely invisible, until it's not. Section 1. An unseen interaction with your prescriptions. The first danger is one that happens quietly, behind the scenes. You may not feel it, but it can have serious consequences. Let's talk about blood thinners, like Warfarin. These medications are vital for preventing strokes and blood clots, but they require balance. You've probably heard to be careful with leafy greens because of their high vitamin K content. But berries? Blueberries and cranberries contain far less vitamin K than kale or spinach, but they still contribute. If you're on Warfarin, suddenly eating lots of berries could subtly shift your vitamin K intake, and that could affect your medication. There's more. Some studies suggest that cranberry juice and concentrated cranberry extracts may increase Warfarin's effects, though the science is still debated. Plus, certain berries contain compounds called salicylates, a natural cousin to aspirin, which may have mild blood thinning effects too. Diabetes medications can also be affected. While berries are low in sugar compared to many fruits, eating large amounts, especially in smoothies, can raise your blood sugar more than expected. So, what's the solution? Consistency. If you're making a big dietary change, especially if it involves more berries, check in with your doctor or pharmacist. A quick conversation can help you avoid silent interactions and stay safe. Now, let's move on to a risk that can sneak up on you, one that might feel like it comes out of nowhere. Section 2. An unexpected allergic reaction. You probably think allergies are something kids deal with, but what if I told you they can actually start later in life? That's right. You could have eaten strawberries or blackberries for decades without any trouble. And then suddenly, your lips start tingling or your mouth itches after a bite. This is likely not just in your head. It's called adult-onset food allergy, and it can happen when your immune system changes as you age. One common example is oral allergy syndrome, where your body confuses proteins in raw berries with pollen, especially if you suffer from hay fever. Symptoms can be mild, like itching or a rash, but in rare cases, they can escalate to serious reactions like anaphylaxis. So, what can you do? Listen to your body. If something feels off, even if it's subtle, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. Catching these reactions early could help prevent a much bigger problem down the line. And even if you're lucky enough to avoid allergic reactions, there's another issue many people chalk up to just getting older. But it's actually tied to one of the very things berries are most praised for. Which berry is your favorite? And have you ever noticed anything surprising after eating it? Drop your answer in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. Let me share a quick story from Margaret, who's 73. I've loved strawberries my whole life. They remind me of summer and happy times. But after my 70th birthday, I started noticing my lips would tingle or itch after eating them. At first, I thought it was nothing, maybe just a weird day. But then it happened more often. and sometimes my throat felt scratchy too. I went to my doctor, and they told me it could be a new allergy that develops with age. It was surprising, but now I'm careful and listen to my body. I still enjoy berries, just in smaller amounts, and I feel better knowing what to watch for. Stories like Margaret's remind us that our bodies can change, and paying attention to those changes can help keep us safe and healthy. Section 3. When good fiber goes wrong. Berries are loaded with fiber, and that's usually a good thing. Fiber helps with digestion, keeps things moving, and supports gut health. But here's the catch. If you're used to a low-fiber diet and suddenly start blending large berry smoothies every day, your digestive system might struggle to keep up. Instead of feeling energized, you might notice bloating, gas, or general stomach discomfort. This isn't just anecdotal. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition shows that sudden increases in dietary fiber, especially from fruits rich in soluble and insoluble fiber like berries, can cause temporary digestive distress until your gut adjusts. And it's not just the fiber you need to consider. Those natural compounds called salicylates found in strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries can irritate the stomach lining in some people, especially as our tolerance for certain plant chemicals changes with age. So, how do you avoid these unwanted side effects? The key is to introduce berries gradually. Let your digestive system slowly build up tolerance. Some people find that cooked berries, like in a warm compote or blended smoothies, are gentler on their stomachs than eating raw berries. And always remember, your body sends signals for a reason. If you feel discomfort, don't brush it off. It's your body's way of telling you to adjust. If you're still with me, great, because the final hidden danger isn't about the berries themselves. It's about what you're eating with them. Section 4. Food pairings that block the benefits. Picture this. You start your morning with a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with fresh berries. Sounds perfect, right? But here's a surprising twist. The proteins in dairy can actually bind to the antioxidants in berries, making those powerful nutrients harder for your body to absorb. You're still getting benefits, but maybe not as much as you think. And for many people over 50, dairy can already cause bloating or digestive discomfort, so that classic yogurt and berries combo might sometimes do more harm than good. There's more to consider when it comes to pairing berries with other foods. For example, when you eat berries with iron-rich plant foods like spinach, certain compounds in berries called polyphenols. It can slightly reduce how much iron your body absorbs from those plants. Usually, this isn't a huge problem if your overall diet is balanced, but if you're relying on plant-based iron sources, it's something worth knowing. So, what's the key takeaway? Be strategic with your food pairings. Try swapping dairy yogurt for non-dairy alternatives like almond or coconut yogurt, which don't interfere with antioxidant absorption. Or enjoy berries solo as a light snack between meals to maximize their benefits. These small tweaks can help ensure you get the full power of every bite, keeping your body fueled and strong. If this video gave you something new to think about, give it a thumbs up so more people in our community can find it. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss one of our health-focused videos for smart, strong aging. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed something strange after eating berries? Maybe a reaction you didn't expect? Your story might help someone else who's going through the same thing. Drop a comment below. We read every one.